I'm proud to present our 2009 Leadership Award to Francey Youngberg for being an outstanding citizen and leader in the community. Thank you. We have yeah, where's the Irene? Irene? Our treasure. It's okay. Yeah, it's great. You want to say something?
Yeah. It's okay. Well, I wanted to just, I think you can all hear me without the microphone. I got used to being able to have our voices heard. This is really a special evening for me. Many of the people up here are really my mentors over the years. And I think many of you standing out there would have not done anything differently than I did. This was a crisis for our community. The Mayor's Office of Asian and Pacific Islander Affairs serves the 20,000 some Asian Americans who live in the district, along with the thousands more who come and work in DC to make sure that the DC's economic life continues as it is. And I think many of you would agree that if you walk outside, you go to a dry cleaner, you take a cab, you get your nails done, you go to the corner grocery store, there's going to be an Asian American face there serving you in this city. And that's the message we had to send to the mayor and to the city council. Because it is something that is not, we're not asking for us. This is actually something we should be entitled to. If you think about the number of Asian American businesses in the district, 2/3 of them of the small business licenses are owned by Asian Americans, and 57% of lottery sales go through Asian stores, translating to $150 million in revenues to the city each year. If you think about that and the savings that office elimination would have only cost the mayor $350,000, all of you can do the math. That's why I went into law, because I don't know how to do math. The mayor had to understand that that is something that is not acceptable when this community gives so much to this city. And we have a lot of vulnerable people in this city. I've worked here for over 20 years, and I'm really proud that this recognition is not for me. It's for the 36 organizations who came together in 2 weeks to fight for this. It's for the 35 people who stayed with me until about 8 o'clock on Friday at the hearings, who came out and spoke about this. And many of them also were limited English proficient, but they came because they knew that the office was their link to basic government services in the district. I think a lot of you out there, we know that we've had a lot of advantages. My grandmother, she did not have a high school education, and she was an immigrant in this country most of her life. My mother-in-law, who passed away this weekend, she was an immigrant from Germany. So many of us come from immigrant families, and you understand how hard it is for them to navigate the system in the district. So really, I accept this recognition on behalf of all of you out there, and Wiley Chen, Erica, I know, so many of you out here had come out to help do this. So not only did we get the independence of the agency restored, we have the budget, the staffing. That staff, there's 7 of them. They speak 6 languages. So they understood that these were about direct services for the whole city. And we got another $100,000 that Councilman Graham added. So I think there hopefully will be more community grants next year. But we might have to call on you next year when the budget is really bad, and this might happen again. But I hope that the mayor will have learned this lesson and will not do this again next year. Thank you very much.